What?
In 2008, I went to New York to study the Suzuki Method of Actor Training and Viewpoints with the City Company in their summer intensive. And then following that, in 2011, I went to Toga, Japan to learn from Mr. Tadashi Suzuki. In 2012, I was invited back to Toga, Japan to participate in a kind of an international group of artists training in the method and making work together. So 2012, I was there to participate in the Toga Arts Festival.
We're also very happy that we have collaborated with City Company last year actually in SIFA on the production Three Sisters. So ever since Nice Theatre was incorporated in 2012, we have been teaching the classes in both Suzuki Method and Viewpoints, and so it has been kind of how many years?
It's
nine years.
It's about 9 years, coming to 10.
Yes. So after such a long time, we're very excited to incorporate something more into the class. So on top of the Suzuki Method and Viewpoints, we are also excited to share about our training in voice and also acting, you know. It's kind of contradictory, but as a young actor, you start out, you are very excited to go on stage and you want to perform to the audience. But once you go up there, you realize you're not sure of what to do, and you start to feel incompetent, insecure, and then you start to hide and close up. So training in the Suzuki Method and Viewpoints trains your courage. It teaches you how not to hide and pulls you out of your comfort zone. It trains my mind to face myself, my fears, my own insecurities, my shortcomings. And then at the same time, it also lets me see my strength and therefore be able to develop it.
To me, the greatest takeaway from SMAT is that I realize that I am stronger than I think I am. And that is something that I always try to teach in our class as well. I have this experience that when I was training with the Suzuki Company of Toga back in Japan, and there was one exercise which I've been learning for like 3 years, because there's a kind of a choreography within the training, and I can't get it because I'm really bad at choreography in a way. But at that moment, when I was supposed to go out and do that sequence with the Scott members, with the Scott actors, I was like, okay, it's like do or die, right? That moment for me, it's like do or die. I just had to go out there and just do it. And I went out, and at that moment I realized that I am stronger than I think I am, and I completed the whole sequence without thinking. It's also kind of one thing. It made me realize that really what is beyond the physical training, right? It's really training of the mind, that you start to believe after a while with the physical training that you are actually much stronger, and your mind and your body becomes kind of connected into one. You become stronger and more creative as a performer.
Well, you know, when people ask me what is Viewpoints, it's always kind of a little bit difficult to explain, and I would just say it's an improvisation of time and space. And then it was like, what? What the hell did you just say? Well, it's exactly to train your sense in standing in time and space. Your ability to know that there is enough in time and space alone to support you to create.
I feel that what Viewpoints really teaches is the opening up of your perspective. It opens up a lot of doors and windows for you, such that you realize that standing on stage, right, you have a lot more possibilities and potential than what is visible in a way.
Why do people who are not actors want to train in Viewpoints? Well, I think it trains you to be a more generous person, generous in yourself and other people and the space around you. We've had lessons with students who are non-theatre students. One of the feedback given was that it trained them to be more accepting of their own actions, and through that find some self-confidence and work through those sessions. it sort of applies to life as well.
We believe in the benefits, as mentioned before, the benefits of these two training methods, but more importantly, we want to inculcate the sense of self-improvement and sort of like ever going forward and always checking on yourself to be better.
We are able to always go back to a training session just for training, not for any other objective in mind, but always to just come back to return to zero in order to train as just most basically a performer.
So this time we are launching a kind of a revised version of our SMAT and Viewpoints training. So we're incorporating voice training as well as acting training to SMAT and Viewpoints respectively.
We're very excited to see you.
We hope to see you in the class.